The financial industry is currently making history with XRP, one of the most potent yet contentious cryptocurrencies available. If the specifics hold true, the recently passed legislation by the U.S. Congress could reshape the foundation of the U.S. payment system and effectively make XRP legal tender for specific kinds of digital transactions. This is a historic move. Interoperable ledgers, cross-border settlement efficiency, and digital asset integration are mentioned in the dense text of the recently introduced Digital Dollar Standard Act, notably on page 237. These might appear to be typical technical terms at first, but any knowledgeable observer of the Ripple ecosystem is aware of what they signify. There is pressure on the FedNow system to use XRP as a primary settlement method. The document that transforms everything for XRP is the straightforward teaser here. The so-called XRP army has been fighting for widespread use and clear regulations for years. This legislative achievement is the culmination of what appeared to be minor successes, court rulings, financial alliances, and blockchain compliance breakthroughs. The goal of the Digital Dollar Standard Act is to modernize the U.S. payment system, lessen dependency on expensive, sluggish systems, and get the nation ready for a future of real-time, interoperable transactions. A clear reference to the XRP ledger is also concealed within the legalese. Ripple's current framework is ideally suited to terminology such as permissioned and interoperable distributed ledger technology, which can settle transactions across borders. According to congressional insiders, lobbying by banking advocates, fintech specialists, and yes, the community-led projects of the XRP Army was crucial in forming these measures, confirming that this wasn't a mere addition. It's amazing to observe how these disparate organizations united to impact such significant legislation. In essence, the measure requires the Federal Reserve to investigate and apply blockchain-based solutions for national payment rails. It specifically calls for an assessment of technologies that enable low-cost, cross-border transfers and immediate settlement. Naturally, Ripple matches this description, having spent more than 10 years establishing connections with central banks and demonstrating its on-demand liquidity infrastructure. Its reasoning based on years of adoption, compliance, and technological readiness, not conjecture. Pretty amazing, isn't it? The FedNow relationship is very important now. By fusing cutting-edge blockchain technology with conventional systems, it is revolutionizing the financial world. This relationship is going to change the way we think about and handle transactions going forward. Originally intended to modernize money transfers in the United States, FedNow, the Federal Reserve's domestic real-time payment system, has only ever been available on domestic trains. The Fed is under pressure from this new law to expand its infrastructure in order to accommodate blockchain-based settlement layers, which would be directly integrated with the ledger of XRP. Because of this, XRP has the potential to become the liquidity foundation of the U.S. financial system, allowing for very instantaneous settlement of both domestic and foreign transactions. For the first time, rather than functioning on the periphery of state policy, a cryptocurrency is being integrated into it directly. Let's now examine the XRP Army's function. Despite years of detractors dismissing community advocacy as unimportant, this law shows the real power of well-informed, coordinated campaigning. Coordinated educational activities, letter-writing campaigns, and online campaigns all contributed to raising awareness of the useful applications of Ripple's technology. Congress does not make choices in a vacuum, you know. They are reacting to industry experts, stakeholders, and constituents. Lawmakers now realize that XRP is more than just a speculative token, because to the XRP Army's unwavering emphasis on compliance, financial literacy, and practical use cases. It is a useful digital tool that can significantly modernize payments. The ramifications from a price point of view are, well, astounding. The demand curve will change significantly if the Fed formally incorporates XRP as its settlement asset going forward. The amount of XRP in circulation is currently restricted, with a significant amount being kept in escrow or by long-term holders. Large amounts of XRP would be essentially locked up, and price discovery would be forced into higher ranges due to the enormous institutional demand created by inclusion into a government-backed payment system. As liquidity demands increase and adoption grows, Analysts predict that we're not just talking about a few dollars in upside. This could easily push XRP into triple-digit territory or even hundreds of dollars per token. Without a doubt, this is an exciting period. Additionally, by being incorporated into FedNow, XRP would become the first cryptocurrency to receive an indirect endorsement from the US government, which would have significant ramifications for both XRP holders and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. One of the primary obstacles to institutional adoption has been regulatory ambiguity, and a formal congressional assent essentially approves the technology for use by conventional financial institutions. Participation would be mandatory for banks, fintechs, and payment processors, resulting in a positive feedback cycle of price appreciation, liquidity, and acceptance. This win makes a message rather than merely a financial gain. It suggests that blockchain technology has the potential to become a vital part of national infrastructure if it is implemented properly and in accordance with legal frameworks. The XRP Army has demonstrated how community-driven activism, technical prowess, and regulatory vision can impact upper-level government decisions. It's a turning point in the history of financial technology worldwide, as well as in the cryptocurrency field. The call to action is, to be honest, somewhat urgent for regular holders. Now is the time to secure your XRP and take part in governance talks if you want to ensure that you truly gain from this paradigm change. Additionally, remember to get in touch with your lawmakers to support the Digital Dollar Standard Act's blockchain provisions and implementation. Being proactive in today's market actually means setting up shop before widespread institutional and governmental adoption starts, as this is when the true demand will arise and you can predict the price increase. In summary, years of activism, technological advancement, and strategic alignment have culminated in the legislation. XRP is on its way to become a pillar of contemporary finance after the U.S. Congress essentially approved it as a digital settlement asset for the country's payment networks. The financial world is poised to undergo a revolution that has never been seen before, thanks to the XRP Army's persistence. The Fed's adoption of XRP is not solely a victory for cryptocurrency aficionados. It's a significant financial milestone that will have long-term effects on institutions, markets, and digital economies. It's an obvious message. The time has come for XRP to become a significant asset that is institutionally used and legally recognized. The XRP Army has triumphed, but there is still more to be done. Now is the time to take action, speak up, and set yourself up for the historic chances that lie ahead. XRP has evolved beyond simply being a cryptocurrency. The voyage has only just begun, but it is currently an essential part of the financial infrastructure in the United States. Disclaimer: please keep in mind that I do not hold a financial advisor license. These videos only contain content that is meant to be entertaining. Before making any financial decisions, I always advise viewers to do their own research and speak with experts. Many thanks for listening. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. To be the first to know, be sure to enable the notifications as well. I can't wait to see you in the next video when I provide new material. Be careful.